All right, I am DeAndre Vu. This is my final presentation. My web app is called UniHey. So my goal is to develop a full stack social media web application for Oakland University. The web app will allow Oakland University students to meet students and attend events at or around Oakland University. These are the functional requirements, right? The first one is going to be login or sign up. Um, I was planning to use Google Authentication, so I removed the login form, remove the login form and the sign up form. But also Google Authentication has not been implemented. Um, so yeah, and then create. So the HTML forms to create events or orgs or organizations um, is still there, but they don't work because they don't do anything, right? You can put input data, but it won't save or do anything other than that because the database hasn't been implemented, right? But there are like still a few events and orgs listed on their EJS pages. So same thing with read. Right. I won't be able to read any data because the database has not been set up. So you won't be able to look up events or users or orgs. And then the update, like I said, no database. So, so still, you won't be able to update your event or update your bio or anything like that. You're going to delete, no database again, right? Won't be able to delete events, orgs, or user pages. Right. So if the user is trying to use my website, client goes straight to the Google Authenticator, right? And then if they once they log in with their like Oakland University um, email, then the server will allow the user to be able to get to the other web pages, right? And then if users input data, right? Like for example, they want to create an event, right? All that information is sent to the database and saves in the database, right? And then say if a user wants to see the events, right, that he or she created, and so the database sends out the data, right? So the event and like lists it on the client. So this is what it's supposed to do and how it should look. And the tools I used, VS Code, right? EJS, Node.js, HTML, CSS for the front and back end. Font Awesome, right, for front end design too. I also use the GitHub and Heroku, right? Heroku to really just publish my site, and then GitHub to pretty much store my code in. All right, and let's get to the demo. All right, so this is my web app, quote unquote. Oh shit. Um. So yeah. Hold on. All right. So this is my directory, right? We have public stores my CSS and my images, and then we have the views, right? The EJS, which is pretty much just like the HTML page, is just pretty much the HTML pages, right? There we go. And then the index.js. So yeah, all I have is just routes. Like I said, it's more just like a website, not really a web app, right? so yeah, let's get to the website. So yeah, this is my website, right? Pretty cool, I guess. Right. So there are like the login button, but it doesn't do anything, right? Right. This is gonna be like more kind of like a landing page, right? Instead of like a user page. Here's the orgs. Right, so these are just the orgs that I'm in. Not super active, but still on my Grizz orgs, right? You can create an org here, right? Like I said, this is, yeah, this doesn't do anything. Right, yeah. So, yeah, then you can just check out student orgs with this link right here, and then my events page, right? There's some of the events that I have that I could find at least, and then yeah. But if anyone wants to watch Spider-Man No Way Home, this is when I'm watching it. So hope to see you guys. And then same thing with the events, right? You can create an event, but like I said, this doesn't work. So yeah. And then if you want to check out more events around at least the OU campus, SPBOU always like put a bunch of stuff on their Instagram, right? So go follow them. But yeah, the events are pretty much made so that anyone can create them, right? Not just like, oh yeah, just OU an OU event, right? Orgs can make events, right, outside of OU or whatever, right? And this is why I added the Catch a Movie with the web dev event. Um, but yeah, that's kind of my page. And then yeah, log out just brings it back to the home page. So yeah, that's my app. Worked really hard. At this point, you can like, you know, not continue to watch anymore. But man, I'm so sad. I worked so hard on this project, right? And yeah, this is just more of a dummy project, or at least because you know, like on Heroku. Um, but here is my original, and it only really works on the local port and nothing else. So if we do, yeah, right, works. So the database and the Google Authenticator is already set up on this, right? And like it would at least what I wanted would at least work majority. Like a lot of it, a lot of functions would work at least. Right. So if we log in Google, right, hit your Oakland.edu, right? Yeah, we a whole different setup to at least like my phase one, but still, I don't know. I was more proud when I got it to all the database to work and then the Google Authenticator to work, right? So you have to be logged on, right, to Google to be able to use my website, so it's protected, right? As you can see here, right in my index.js. Do routes. Oh, I don't know where my routes at. Oh my gosh. Oh well, but yeah, you have to be logged on to at least be on the homepage, right? That was kind of thing. I was gonna do with the rest of the pages, but I wanted to be able to do all this first, right? So test one, right? You can do I am cool. Submit that. Org has been created. Let's go back. See orgs. Right, I am cool is here. Cool, right? And want to update, so let's go 5, right? The org ID is 5. And then if we want to add new details, I don't even know. Submit, org is updated. So if I refresh it, I don't even know it's updated. If I want to delete the org, right? So say I want to delete 5, the one I just created, submit, org deleted, and refresh, and it's gone. So, right, the events page works the same too. Right, here you go. But so the issue with this one is that Heroku wouldn't host my website. I guess there's a few things wrong. That's probably just the database and the Google Authenticator, I assume. Like yeah, it wouldn't just allow my Heroku app to, or my website, or my web app to work. I worked so hard on it, and I'm so sad. But yeah, and then design, obviously, I'm just gonna change everything to what you guys seen originally, like here, where it's like more like a purplish grayish background. But yeah, but I wanted to do the Heroku stuff first to see if it actually works and not waste so much time worrying about like the design of the web page when I can actually have the functions working. But yeah, welcome. Sorry that I was so sad, but that's I guess that's how things go. But thank you for listening to my TED Talk.